Welcome to week 17 of 2025, which runs from April 23rd to 29th and asks, to be or not to be a WayShower? That is the question. Week 17 says, there's a silver platter of numerical energy before you. So will you show up and serve yourself a heaping serving of life beyond your wildest imaginings? Or will you starve yourself out of fear of tasting the unknown? As April comes to a close, we are being offered a balanced flow of energies, which allows us to end the month on a graceful note. It allows us to close the last page of a long and arduous chapter with a sigh of relief before we embark into May's fifth gear momentum. This 17th week is likely to make us feel complete, accomplished, and like at least part of the lessons presented in the last month, last year, last decade, last 2 decades, have finally arrived at some point of sense and comprehension. We can now see the gifts within the challenges, the unforeseen windfalls within the pitfalls, the clarity of inner wisdom and heightened confidence that come from forging ahead on our path despite our unacknowledged talents and abilities to share them with the world. The golden wreath of victory is always assured when we do in faith and balance, because doing in faith and balance simply means being. The time has come to sing our own praises, not in an arrogant, holier than thou way, but in a confident, knowing your worth and recognizing it way. Acknowledgement doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be spoken. It doesn't have to be shown. And it especially doesn't have to come from external approval. It simply has to be embodied. After all, the confidence of a man is shown by what he doesn't say about himself. The numerology energies of 378, 3 theme, 7 overall energy, 8 week, are asking us to risk being seen for our outstandingness, to confidently walk our soul's path by exemplifying its creative passions. So what are your passions? What would you do all day, every day, if you didn't have to make a living? What shifts will create the course correction needed to get you on the path of passion while maintaining a living? Sometimes this shows up as a hobby, sometimes as a side job, and sometimes it shows up as courage that fires up our power and momentum, which blend passion and living into one. So this week, will you choose to be, or will you bypass the energies and fast, even knowing that when your hunger comes back, it'll be stronger than before? Your next evolutionary marker is inevitable. Are you willing to delay the inevitable? Are you prepared to relive the same old, same old? Or would you prefer to move cautiously but steadily towards an unknown that, yes, may hold challenges, but also offers new possibilities and unimaginable abundance? Above all, in this week of energetic and emotional completeness, dare to be different, even if only in a small way, for now. Above all, know thyself. Look in the mirror and see yourself for who you truly are. Swim to a depth you've never dived to before. Above all, breathe. Be. Week 17 Daily Energies. Wednesday, April 23rd. Spirit is loud and clear, and I have the physical energy to follow through on my creative passions. Thursday, April 24th. I feel overly gung-ho about way-showing my inner wisdom, so I base my every action in heart and spirit to keep my ego in check. Friday, April 25th. My emotions are overflowing, so I focus on the cosmic higher purpose of life to maintain my stability. Saturday, April 26th. I focus on my creativity so I may flow through this day gently. Sunday, April 27th. I easily flow with the Taurus new moon's deep felt emotions by cocooning in my sacred space. Monday, April 28th. This energetically in your face day reminds me to stay empowered by keeping my forceful impulses in check. Tuesday, April 29th. I lead myself through this deeply emotional day with the peaceful sound of silence. This week, focus your alignment on the chakras of divine will and power, the solar plexus, crown, and soul star. Nourish them by immersing yourself in the colors of gold, mauve, and white. Open yourself up to your clairsentient powers and attract magical abundance. Thank you for your continued support and for the gift of your time.